you do if you're unsure with how to start your story? I'm Tina B, a public speaking and storytelling coach and consultant. And today's Tuesday Tips is focusing in on the storyteller can certainly be unsure of how to start a story. And stories are best when you have a strong go beyond introducing your name, your business, or even say, I'm going to tell a story today. So you want to hook your audience, and there's 4 different strategies I'd like to share with you in terms of how to start your story, because knowing how you're going to start is going to empower you to actually share a better story. The first is begin with dialogue or some form of action. Just get into it right away. So for example, if I were to share a story engaging with my son, I might open up with something that he would say, I don't want to go home, my son expressed as we were bumping along after the doctor's appointment. Or the action could be my son's kicking his heels, resisting going to the doctor. So either putting the character, you or another character within your story, having them do something or say something is a great way to start. Second, describe the setting where you're actually at in that moment. One of the stories I've known to share is an experience of first meeting my husband, and that first drive as being partners. And I could describe going down that bumpy gravel driveway. As I have my windows open, I can smell that sour smell of cow manure. I'm just developing this feeling of the farm from sensory details, getting the listener into the story. So describing the setting where you're at is the second way to start story. The third is really setting it up with what you're doing in that moment or where you're at in that moment. For example, if you were a teenager or in college, you could put us in that space and time. I'm 18 years old and I just got my driver's license. That lets us know where you are in that space and time. The fourth way to start is really a great way to relate to your audience, and that is actually asking a question. And that could be specifically, how many of you would react, or what would you do if you found out that your grandmother had only 3 months to live? That particular question can really resonate with the audience and have them wonder and then dive into story. So focus in on the start. Know how you're going to start, because when you know your start, you're going to feel more confident and competent, because stories need to have that clarity, a clear purpose, and ultimately be relatable to have the greatest impact. So know how you're going to start. This has been Tuesday's Tips with Tina B. For more tips, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Magnetic Speaking with Tina B.